Guys, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to implement a map view in an Apple Watch app. And usually I do these tutorials in Objective-C, but I wanted to mix it up a little bit and try out Swift, and let's see how you guys like it. Okay, so let's start as usual by opening our xcode and create a new xcode project. We'll make sure it's a single view application, and I'll just call this map kit Apple Watch tutorial. Let's make sure the language is Swift, have iPhone as the device, and make sure core data is unchecked. And let's hit next, and you can save it in any directory you want. And okay, we're good. So as usual, we want to create a new WatchKit target. So that can be done by clicking File, New, Target, and go over to Apple Watch and hit WatchKit App. Hit Next. Over here, let's make sure the language is Swift. That's what we're gonna be using today. And uncheck notification scene and leave these how they are. Let's hit Finish. Okay, so all our WatchKit folders have popped up. I'm gonna open up our storyboard, and I'm gonna open the assistant editor over here. And okay, so we have our UI and we have our code. So the first thing we want to do is we want to scroll down in the objects pane in the bottom right hand corner of xcode, and we want to drag a map object over to our Apple Watch. Oh, and just for now, let's make the screen size 42 millimeters for the Apple Watch. Alright, so now that we have our map object in our storyboard, let's connect it to our code. So let's hold down Control, click on the object, and drag it to the top of the code right under the class. And I'm just going to call this my map view, but this is a variable and you can feel free to name it anything you want. Okay, also, since we're going to be working with the MapKit framework, we want to import that too. So in Swift it's pretty simple. So import MapKit and we're good. Alright, so we're going to be working in our will activate method. So what we first need to do is we need to define the coordinates that the map is going to show when the view is first presented to the user. And for this tutorial I chose to use Apple's headquarters coordinates, but you can choose to use anything you want. So I'm just going to close this side pane over here, make this a little larger so it's easier to see, and okay. Alright, so what we need to do is we first need to define a constant, and constants in Swift are defined by using the let keyword. So you'd use let to define a constant and then var to define a variable. So right now we're going to be working with a constant, and I'm going to name this constant infinite loop coordinates because that's where my location is going to be, but it's a variable and you can name it anything you want, or it's a constant, but you can choose its name. Infinite loop coordinate is equal to CL location coordinate 2D, and hit enter for the autocomplete. And now we need to fill in our latitude and our longitude coordinates, and luckily I found that out beforehand, and all we need to do is copy and paste them. I'll post these coordinates in the description so you don't have to worry about making typos. And then for longitude, let's copy that over to go to xcode. Let me just increase my. Okay. Oops. And okay, so now our coordinates are in. Let's also define another constant for our span. And the same way, let, and I'm going to call this constant area span. Span is equal to mk coordinate span make. Hit enter for the autocomplete, and it's going to have a latitude delta of 0.05 and the longitude delta of also 0.05. And we needed to find one more constant for our area region. So again, let area region equal to mk coordinate region, and inside hit enter for the autocomplete. And for our center, we want our center to be our infinite loop coordinates, so we'll just type that constant name in here. So infinite loop coordinates should show up in the autocomplete. Hit tab, and then for a span we want our area span constant, and there we go. And now we want to set the region for our map object. So we'll call our object map view dot set region, and our region is going to be this area region constant. So all you have to do is type in area region. Okay. Now let's hope this works. I'm gonna hit run, and make sure your project name WatchKit app is selected, and choose one of these iPhones. I'm going to be choosing the 6, but it doesn't matter because we're going to be working with just the Apple Watch. Okay, our build succeeded. Let's open up the iOS simulator, click on the Apple Watch, and there we go. Here's our map, and infinite loop is definitely on that map. And you can play around with this code. Maybe something that you can add just for practice is 2 buttons, which will let you zoom in and zoom out of the map view. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to keep it really simple, and this should be a way to help you integrate a map into your Apple Watch app if you're working on one. And yeah, it's not too difficult. Just remember to import MapKit and set your coordinates, and you're good to go. Yeah. Okay, and one more thing I wanted to ask you was if you guys are going to WWDC, just leave a comment below in the comment section. Just curious to see who's going. And if you're not going, I highly encourage you to watch some of the WWDC videos, at least the keynote. Watch at least the keynote because they do announce some pretty important things. What's going to be in iOS 9, major updates to frameworks, stuff like that. So I highly encourage you to watch that. And if you're feeling ambitious and if you want to learn more, also watch some of the session videos. For example, if you want to learn more about using location in your app, or more things about maps or graphics or animations, they're videos for pretty much everything that you want, and you should watch some of those if you have time. And I highly encourage that because they're a great learning experience. They announce updates as well as new technologies. So definitely watch the videos and at least watch the keynote. I really encourage you to watch that. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or any ideas for future videos, just leave that in the comments section below. Also, I'll give a link to the code in the description as well as these coordinates over here, so look out for that. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.